Today we finished up with an incredibly informational and fantastic day at Cenicafe here in Chinchina. And I learned a lot. Started at the beginning to learn about how infrared spectrometer is being used to analyze samples of coffee from all the different regions of Colombia. And with all the information that's gathered, the data is logged and they're able to pinpoint certain chemical compounds and characteristics of coffee and how it's impacted and how it changes the flavor profile based on what part of the country that the coffee is grown in. It could go much deeper than that, but I just learned kind of an introductory at that point. It's amazing this week that I've been here, the different coffees I've tasted from different regions, and they range from nutty, chocolatey, and spicy notes in the north, all the way to really bright citric, floral, and sweet notes in the south. Kind of everything in between. And majority of the coffee grown here is Caturra Castillo, so it's very easy to kind of test how the denomination of origin really kind of affects the flavor. After that, kind of toured all the facilities and the labs, and there's so many of them here, all kinds of technology to analyze coffee. We looked at the biodiversity program that they have, where they are teaching farmers about all of the different biodiversity, nature, insects, how it all interacts with the coffee and the environment, and how to protect that as best they can, because it's all connected whether they realize it or not. And so all of this information is put together in different pamphlets, and it's put online, and they can be distributed by the different members of FNC that build relationships with the farmers, the extension officers and farmers that can go out and share this. And there was loads of information that I could have continued to learn if we had more time there. We also went and learned about the genome and how they've mapped the genome of Caturra, and they've taken that and they've marked all of the things, all of the different parts of the chromosome that indicate resistance to CBD, coffee borer beetle, and coffee rust. And so now that they've marked those areas that are susceptible to those, they can figure out ways to prevent it in future hybrids and other developments. So there's a lot of science, there's a lot of technology and information going into making coffee better for all of Colombia, and it's been really informative. And we're going to go spend the rest of this afternoon right before we leave Cenicafe here looking at different varieties that have been planted in a test farm, and going to get to see everything from Bourbon to Liberica to different hybrids of Timor, and just kind of take it all in before we head back.